What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you some Moon Karts and Arcade Colony content today. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I want to talk about my plan personally for getting some free Moon Karts packs when they do go on sale. Now, we haven't heard any information, concrete information on when that's going to be or how much it's going to cost. I think Aggie said $5, but again, everything is subject to change until there is an actual post or some kind of announcement. This was all just, a lot of the stuff was just from previous town halls, and we've seen things change even at the last minute before. So we are about a week away from the snapshot occurring. I guess this is considered the fork according to the white paper for Moon Karts. So if you are holding GLX or GLUSD, either in-game or on platform, right? You're staking your GLX or you're holding GLUSD. And then also in liquidity pools, if you're holding any GLX or GLUSD, you are going to get a part of the fork there, whether it's for the Arcade Colony token, which is 1-to-1 with GLX, or the GLUSD token, which is 1-to-1, the script token, which is 1-to-1 with GLUSD. And sorry, I don't mean 1-to-1, I just mean those are the parallels there. So for me, the way that I am planning to go about this is liquidity pools. Now, obviously, I have a bunch of GLX staked. I'm just going to leave that there. But what I do want is to get some script token as well. And I think, at least for me, the best way to do this is just using or holding GLUSD in one form or another. Now, here's the thing. This is not financial advice. I'm letting you know what I'm going to do. And then I'm actually even telling you that I expect there to be some risk and turbulence along the way. So plan accordingly. I could just hold GLUSD, but I really like a certain specific, we'll call it liquidity pool here. And you can see these are the 3 GLUSD pools, right? Which will get you the script token. And hopefully, I believe it's going to be sold in script, right? So you'll be able to buy it for $5 or 5 script. So I personally like the DEC GLUSD because this is a stablecoin pair pool, right? DEC and GLUSD are supposed to be stablecoins, or at least, they're pegged as closely as possible to the dollar, 1,000 DEC, and of course, 1-to-1 GLUSD. Now, do they stay at that peg? Not really. And while they are close right now, my expectation, and I'll get more on this later, my expectation is that there's going to be some kind of impermanent loss at some point. It's going to be the same with the swap.hive GLUSD as well as the GLX GLUSD. Now, the thing is, this is a popular pool because as soon as things were announced, I put some capital in here and there was only like $10,000 worth of liquidity. That has jumped 4.5x. You can see there's $46,000 worth of liquidity. The APR, which is like above 20%, is now below it's at 5.5%. A lot of that is with GLX falling in value as well, because the rewards are paid out in GLX. But I'm not even doing it for the rewards. I'm holding capital in there because it's a stable coin pair, and I'm going to take the script that comes from that and use that to buy Moon Kart packs. Again, I've said this in the past and covered in many live streams. I really don't think that the fork for GLUSD should exist in the first place. I think you could jumpstart the entire ecosystem of 21 billion coins for Colony by making people burn it right off the bat if they want to get some packs. But it seems like they're just giving everybody an opportunity to provide liquidity or hold GLUSD for the snapshot. At which point, and this is the part of the risk here, at which point I think a lot of people are going to dump GLUSD afterwards, which means if you're in any one of these pairs, you will suffer some kind of impermanent loss. If you are holding GLUSD, it's going to be a race to see who can sell theirs while it's still relatively close to peg. And, at the end of the day, it's going to be a mess until GLUSD gets some kind of consistent and ongoing, what do we call it? Utility for the GLG game and whatever else comes in. Now, for me, I don't mind just throwing capital into the pool. Again, it's not going to be perfect, and I am expecting some loss on the overall amount, but I will get some Moon Kart packs out of it. And, maybe I don't keep all the Moon Kart packs. Maybe some of those Moon Kart packs essentially will, offset some of the losses. But at the end of the day, I'm here for the gaming. It's what I really want to do. And to me, this is one of the best ways in which I can do it. Now, you can, participate in any other way that you want. You could be holding in either of these pools, right? Swap.hive and GLUSD, or GLX and GLUSD, or you can just take your GLUSD, hold it in game, and you'd get essentially a 1-to-1 over there. But again, I like providing liquidity. These are all kind of interconnected ecosystems here, right? Starting with Splinterlands, then the GLS ecosystem, and now Arcade Colony. So at the end of the day, to me, I don't mind necessarily holding these tokens, and I don't mind the capital that I have sitting there for an extended period of time, earning a little GLX here and there, mainly because I do have a belief in the ecosystem after seeing the proof of concept with Moon Karts. And while I don't mean to I just got to be real with you. I don't see GLG, right, the Genesis League Goals game, I don't see that being the main driver of new participants to the GLS ecosystem. I have a little, bit of optimism or a hope. Maybe you'll call it just like a cope, whatever it is you want to call it. I have some optimism that over the next 18 months, Aggie will be able to find some kind of sports game similar, a la like a Moon Karts type arcade game, or another partnership that can come in and deliver a solid experience similar to Moon Karts, or maybe something even better overall. Again, it's a long-term or mid to long-term play, 18 months here. Obviously, I'm looking at the time frame for the bull run. I don't have that much capital in it, right? So it's not going to be, if it loses value, I'm not going to be, crying myself to sleep at night. But I don't mind holding it there, earning some GLX along the way, and of course getting the Moon Karts packs in the short term, right? Well, and just to explain that mechanically for people, you'll get the script as part of the fork, and then I'm gonna buy Moon Karts with that. So it won't really even matter what the value of the script is, or if people start selling off the script, which I really actually expect many people to end up doing. But either way, to me, I'm just going to hold on to it for the long term. Or sorry, my capital here, I'm going to hold it in there for the long term. I do hope that there will be some synergy in the future between these connected ecosystems, right? Arcade Colony, GLS, and Splinterlands. And at the end of the day, it's really just these three projects that are carrying the entire Hive ecosystem, or the Hive gaming ecosystem, I should say. And hopefully that doesn't end up always being the case, right? Hopefully we start to see other projects really blossom, especially during the bull run. But, for now, that is how I am planning to do it. If I was going to do it any other way, I might just not even participate in the fork. And what I said earlier is, if you are expecting people to sell off their script, there might be a moment in time in which script actually becomes a little bit cheaper. Now, you don't get the benefit of the fork, and and you'll have to time the market appropriately and bank on people selling. And I don't really want to do that. So maybe I do that with some other extra capital. But at this point, I'll be able to get more than enough packs. I mean, I don't really know how many packs I'm going to need, but I'll have more than enough packs to at least get started and start, playing races. Again, it's all just casual for me. I'm not trying to max out my deck or max out a car. It's just going to be fun to open up some packs, participate in the game, and then race with you guys here on stream. So sharing that with you guys, that is my personal strategy. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just the gaming advice that I'm sharing with you of what I am doing, understanding and accepting the possible risks that will come from this. And, like I said, I'm trying to think long-term here. And if it doesn't happen, if what's that whole crypto saying, never invest more than you're willing to lose. This isn't even an investment, right? I'm just looking at it as a long-term kind of play on the ecosystem that at some point, if I have them in two stablecoin pairs, when things are rolling, that stablecoin pairs, or each of those stablecoins will have a roughly close to peg value that I'll be able to redeem at some point in the next 18 months. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.